In this video, I will go through how to edit and work with cafeborgen.dk's website. It's a Joomla website, and before you start on this little tutorial, please find a pen and a paper so you can take some notes as we are going through, as that's very handy when you later are going in to do some editing. First of all, you have to understand a couple of concepts when it comes to Joomla. Articles are basically the content of the Joomla, and most times when you click on a menu and you go into a submenu, you will get an article to be displayed. So this is basically an article in Joomla. To edit this, you edit the article. Then you have something called modules. Modules are placeholders on your website. You can publish different kind of content in any kind of modules. I will go through the modules that you have on your front page so you get a rough idea about what is modules and what are articles. The banner Café Borgen is a picture, and I have published it in a module in this location here at the top. So this is a module. Then you have the menu. Again, I have made a menu and I have published it in the module up here. So this is a module. Further down I have two modules. I have a slideshow. So if you want to edit that, you can't go into an article to edit it. It's a module. So you have to go to the module manager. Praktiske opplysninger is also a module. Again, you can't find this as in an article. You have to go to module manager. At the bottom you have three snippets of articles, but they are not articles. It's again a module that covers all these three snippets. So if you want to edit the text that you find anywhere here, you can't do that in an article. You have to do that in the module that controls these three snippets. However, if you use the read more link, it will take you into an article. So if you find a mistake or want to correct this information, this is an article. So you do that in the article manager. Further down on the front page, you have two more modules here with some content. Again, you have to go to the module manager, and if you click on the link, it will take you to the article about the summer festival, which will then be an article. And then you have a module further down here, and another module here showing the map, and at the bottom you have an address that I have posted in the module as well. So everything you see on the front page you find in the module manager. So let's go to the module manager. You have to log in as administrator, and you do that by adding administrator to the back of your URL. You use your username and password and you log in. You are now in the administrator panel of Joomla. And we talked a lot about the module manager, so let's start to go in there and see what we have. Extension, module manager. Here you can see a couple of modules that have been published and some red one that has not been published. I can select to only show the published ones, as they are the only one interested for me. Every time you see a catalog, please click on the catalog to liberate the article again. If you have a catalog, you can open it, but you cannot save what you're adding. Normally this happens if you go into a module, you do your editing, just waiting for this to open. You do your editing, and then instead of saying close, you use the back button in Joomla. You should never use the back button in Joomla, because Joomla thinks that you are still inside the article. So all catalogs, always remove them when you come over them. Okay, so if I have a look at the front page, I can see there is a banner, there's a slideshow, there's a praktiska upplysningar. All these things you will be able to find here. Here you have, for example, a 4-seater slideshow. This is a little bit complicated, and outside this little tutorial, but it basically calls a slideshow from somewhere else on the website. I will not go into that right now. We can come back to that later in a separate video. But all the other ones you will find here. Praktiska upplysningar is what you see here. And you find the same thing here. You find the Facebook link. You find here the link to the email and the address and the opening times, etc. It's very important, as this has been set up very precise to have the same size as the slideshow. You should be careful to not add more lines and stuff like this here, because you will just end up pushing the layout on the front page to come out of a line, as you see here. So I will just remove that again. I think that's the right thing. Now we're back to the normal again. You're welcome to go in and change times, opening times, but not add lines and more content to this module, because it fits as it is. You can change the email address. Even though it looks like here this Facebook appears very far to the right, well, in the real the module is very small, so it will neatly fit down in the bottom there. So again, don't use the back button, use close. And then I have the 3 4-sidor moduler. Okay, I will open this module and see what this is. Here I have the pictures, the text, and the subtext. I scroll further down, I have the second one, second title, second text, and a link. And the third one with a title, text, and link. So this is the module you see here. Again, it's very important that you don't make this text very much longer. You're welcome to do spelling mistake. Don't delete everything and write something else, because you will take away some background codes that makes this bed and breakfast look exactly as it does. Okay, so if you, for example, wanted to edit something, don't delete everything, but take away the word that you want and continue to write, because then you are still using the codes in the background. But if you mark it all and delete it, you also delete the code. Pictures as well, don't delete them and change them now, send them to me. Again, you have to know the right size and replace it with one of the same size. If not, it will come out of alignment in front here. So you can edit the text and then save. I'm just going to close it. Let me see what more. Then I have something called 3 moduler L-sida. Okay, I click on this one. This is all pages except the front page. So if I go into this layer of Locala, I will see that some 3 other modules are popping down here. This will show on all other pages except the front page. And if I go into this module, I can see that it's right. You can edit the text. Don't make it very much longer. And don't delete anything, because you will also delete the codes. You're welcome to spell mistakes and stuff like that. So that was this module. Let me see if there's anything. This is maybe interesting, a footer. Here you have the address. And even though it looks a little bit strange here, it looks okay. So sometimes you do need to make the alterations that you want. You do a save, you reload the front page and see if it looks okay. If it doesn't look okay, you go back, you do little changes and you look at the front page again until you're happy. Again, we are only talking about modules. Here you have a module about Summer Festival Bustrup 2015. That will be the one on the front page. It will be this text. So if you find an error here, this is the module where you have to change it. However, it links down here to an article. So if you want to correct the article, you cannot do that from within this module and you have to go to the article manager. So that's the modules and that's how they are working on your front page. Now we're going to talk about the articles. Content Article Manager. Here you will find all the articles on your website, and this one you are pretty much free to edit as much as you want, change the text, and you can also add pictures. However, I would advise you to come back to me before you start to add pictures yourself in order to make another video about how to make that look nice in your article. So here you can edit all the article. Again, never use the back, always save and close, or save, but always end up closing. So this is where you edit all the articles. There is another way to edit the article, and this is the login button that you talked about before. You can log in with a front login, and this means that when you navigate your website, like here, you will always get a little edit button here, and this is normally best to use for articles only, not for modules, as you get into all kind of settings and stuff like that. But normal articles you can quickly just go into and you do the necessary editing and you save it afterwards. Now I click on all it. You can also edit the articles in this way. For now I will just log out again at the front. Okay. But the more you get comfortable with Joomla, you can as well use the back end editing article manager and do it from there. So this is where you edit all the articles. Now we are going to deal with the one exception, and that is one called menu and prices. Because normally you will think this is an article, but this is the only thing that is shown that is not an article. It's a component. And in Joomla, a component is a little program that makes it easy to manage something. And in this case, it makes it easy to manage the menus, and then we can publish it. To edit this, again you go to the back, you go to components, and you have something called Poker Restaurant Menu. Click on Daily Menu, and here I have already created the categories that you see here. This can be edited, added, etc. Come back to me if you need that. Then you can click on this multiple edit, and here you will see the title of that category. You will see the title and the price, and it's published. You can write quantities here if it's needed to define. You look down here, you can add more things, you can edit the price, you can add a new row if you have more things on your menu, or you can simply delete it, I think, by just using that. Let me see if that works. Sure, you want to select the... It's working on it. Now it's deleted again. So you can add, you can delete if you want. by just clicking there and save will delete it. You can add more rows, edit text, edit the price. This is the second title. There. Again, edit, edit, price, add more rows if you want. Cold, edit, edit, add more rows if you want. If you want to have a message at the bottom of the menu, you write it down there, just like you can see here. And when you're happy, you save it. I close it now in case I did something. So this is how you edit the menu. It will show automatically because we are in the menu manager, main menu. There we have already linked this menu and prices directly to this daily menu that we are editing. So all you have to do is to edit it. The last little thing we haven't talked about is the menus. This is what you see here at the top. And if you see a spelling mistake, for example here, you have to go into the menu manager. Menus, and it's called the main menu where you have the house. You can recognize the house by the little house there. Here you will see all the titles in the menu, and you can see if it's linking to the menus, if it's linking to an article, which most of them are doing. If you find a spelling mistake here, you might want to use capital front first letters. It says it's an article and is linking to the article about socioeconomisk virksomhet. And I save and close. And if I refresh my site now, you will see that it's big capital letters, just like on the other places. So this is how you edit the front page modules, the articles that you get into when you click on any of the links on your website, and the component which works on the menu and prices. There, daily menu. Hope you have enjoyed the video and it gets you a little bit further. If you have any more questions, come back to me and I will post more videos like this.